right now on ABC15 Arizona at 10.
Now this is a storm. Wind, rain, floods, even evacuations. Monsoon mayhem tonight, and I'm tracking what's in store next.
Naked nuisance, a creep caught on video lurking in the middle of the night.
Danger driving down the road. What would you do if you saw something like this?
Lighting up, fires started by the businesses that make Arizona's pot. The new warning tonight.
Underwater. That's the reality for some of you tonight. So much rain in such a small amount of time, leading to scenes like this. That truck having to be pulled out of a flooded road in North Phoenix. We're going to have much more from that spot in just a moment.
We see it time and time again. Cars ignoring warning signs, getting stuck in the road. And for all the cars that make it through the water, like here at 25th Street and Cactus, we have more that don't, like at 11th Street and Hatcher. First responders definitely keeping busy tonight.
And we've got team coverage for you tonight. Amber's tracking what's still in store for us.
John Genovese hearing from those along a flooded wash tonight.
But first, Cameron Pullum with the driver of that truck stuck in the water. Cameron, that had to be pretty scary.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This street is calmed down now, but the street still looks like a raging river tonight. One man getting caught in the worst of it. What happened next may have been fate.
For real, I thought I was going to die. Like, for real, because it was so fast.
This is Stefan, and so is this just 30 minutes earlier, stranded on the hood of his truck, caught in what looks more like a river than a street.
Tried to get at least close to the rapid as I could, but I guess my front tire touched one and it just took me.
As floodwaters quickly rose, he says the truck continued to shift. A truck he says he purchased just 1 hour before.
Because the truck I thought was flipping because it came off the two tires on one side.
But as luck would have it, a man named Nathan Crossman was passing by. His day job, a crane operator.
I did go through a lot of classes on how to get heavy loads and pull heavy loads.
And he had just the tool.
I have a 12,000-pound winch on the front of my truck.
But not just any winch. That winch was installed just 24 hours ago.
I seriously thought I'd never use it.
That quickly changed when he waded into the water, hooked up the truck, and dragged it to safety.
And it just happened to come in handy.
Is that fate?
There's a God up there.
They're my saviors, man, like, for real.
The driver of that truck said he called a tow company and they told him it'd be $5,000 to pull that truck to safety. Tonight he's counting his blessings and his extra cash thanks to that Good Samaritan. For those wondering about this stupid motorist law, because public safety wasn't involved in this rescue, he will face no fines. In Phoenix, I'm Cameron Pullum, ABC15 Arizona.
Thank you, Cameron. And more rescues in that same area where Cameron is. Watches people help the group in this silver car get from a flooded area to dry ground with water up to their waist.
Unbelievable. And it all started with this, one of the most memorable images of the night, this giant rain shaft captured by Air 15 over Cave Creek. Now, from the base of the cloud all the way to the ground, 9,000 feet of pouring rain rushing down and drenching the North Valley. Winds rushing out of that storm also helped form the rest of the nasty storms across the valley tonight. Now, they're starting to clear out slowly but surely. We do still have some rain falling across Apache Junction, down in Queen Creek, and in Santan Valley. Flash flood warning for the East Valley till 11:30 tonight. We already have heard reports of Baseline near Tomahawk and Ironwood completely submerged in water. And farther down to the south, as these showers continue to work their way into Pinal County, a flood advisory there, as well as a dust advisory for some winds kicking up that dust ahead of the rain and pushing it south toward Casa Grande tonight. A couple other pop-ups in the Northwest Valley. That is weakening right now, thankfully near the 101 and Bell, and a little bit more action up the 17, including another flash flood warning up there north of Black Canyon City. So a lot still to track and more chances to come. Your full forecast just minutes away.
And it's not just the valley getting hit. For the second time in 2 days, evacuations along the Big Bug Creek. That's for people living in low-lying areas near Mayer. It wasn't until just moments ago people were allowed to go back home.
Flash floods, stranded drivers in water, pooling with no place to go, all during the peak of this downpour tonight. The North Valley among the hardest hit areas. At ABC 15's John Genovese is live near Cactus and Cave Creek Road.
John, sounds like plenty of cleanup to come out there as well.
Yeah, we've seen trash cans, rocks, and tree parts blown all over the place. The rain left a lasting mess out here in what is now the calm after the storm. A downpour that was downright intense. Cautious cars causing a wake in the middle of Cave Creek Road near Sweetwater. Wipers on full blast as relentless rain fogged out the view ahead. Some drivers choosing to pull off and wait it out, but the guy in this yellow Jeep braving the storm and probably wishing he got the hard top. Further north in Cave Creek,
I mean, it was like a raging river.
Barbara DeGrucio wouldn't dare take a chance going through this in her Civic.
You could almost see where it started and where it ended.
She was among a group, many of them neighbors, parked and trapped on both spur-of-the-moment banks along Spur Cross Road.
At least we have time to visit, you know, and it's good time to catch up.
Air 15 overhead giving us a broader view of this show of Mother Nature's force. Crews using a caterpillar to try and clear a path, hearts pumping fast as finally this minivan and others made their way through.
This is one of the things you deal with living out here.
And something they've lived through at this spot before. For next time, locals leaving us with this piece of advice.
You should probably be safe, you know, and just stay off the road.
And thankfully, no reports of any injuries at that spot. But when the sun comes up, no doubt the cleanup out here will continue. For now, reporting live, John Genovese, ABC15, Arizona.
It's going to be a long day tomorrow. Thank you, John. So many of you sending in pictures and videos showing your view of the storm. We've more to show you later on, and you can always get in touch with us, as always, at share@abc15.com. Just in pictures from I-17 and Daisy Mountain after a semi-truck plummets 200 feet off a cliff. Miraculously, the driver able to walk away from this. Unclear at this point if weather played a role in this crash.
A news alert right now in Gilbert, and we hear this all too often. A child found underwater in a backyard pool. This is near Ray and Record. The 2-year-old boy's father doing CPR until help could arrive, but sadly we just found out that boy did not make it.
I think they should definitely be punished for it, for not securing the load.
Drivers across the valley want police to catch a dump truck driver who put dozens at risk, piling equipment high into that truck before a lawnmower ended up falling off. ABC 15's Zach Crenshaw is live at 48th Street and Broadway.
And Zach, that's where this truck dropped at least some of its delivery.
Yeah, that massive lawnmower, to be specific. I mean, it was piled high with different pieces of massive equipment. And for some context, just how high, this street sign is what ultimately knocked over that lawnmower. It's about 20 feet high, and it came crashing down in the middle of the road.
Guy's gonna go straight.
It looked like a field goal. A dump truck splitting an Ahwatukee stoplight like it was the uprights.
And it was piled high with tractors, and it looked like equipment.
Stephanie Conley took this video, then quickly sped past.
I was afraid that the tractor on top would come off of the top.
That's exactly what happened.
While the truck was initially spotted in Ahwatukee, it drove another 30 minutes to South Phoenix and 48th and Broadway when it was finally taken out by this street sign.
Oh, when I got out here, I just seen a big metal tractor tipped over in the middle of the street. I was like, what the hell is that?
The dump truck driver never took his foot off the gas.
And we were like, what the heck is he doing? But our main thing was, why you left it there?
Folks in Ahwatukee are confident the equipment is from the recently closed Club West Golf Course.
It was kind of sketchy as far as if it was being moved legitimately or if somebody just came out there and took the equipment.
Phoenix PD hasn't said whether or not they're investigating, but ABC 15 has highlighted the dangers of debris in recent months. Every year, Arizona sees about 1,000 crashes and 13 deaths from unsecured loads. Fortunately, this journey didn't turn deadly.
Yeah, it could have fell over on somebody's car, or on a person, or anything. Somebody could have got seriously hurt.
Now, if you have any information about the dump truck driver, you're asked to call Phoenix Police. Also, it initially crashed here, but someone moved that lawnmower over to this gas station. In the last 48 hours, though, it was picked up by a mystery man. No one knows exactly who got it, but police may be investigating. We'll stay on top of this story. Live in Phoenix tonight, Zach Crenshaw, Fox ABC 15 News.
Happening now, looks like someone needs a coach to teach her proper right from wrong. Police say this woman stole $4,000 worth of merchandise from the Coach store Inside Chandler Fashion Center, going 3 separate times between August 3rd and the 9th, changing her appearance every time. But if you look closely, she's got the same tattoo on her right forearm, a skull with flowers. If you recognize her, call police.
New developments tonight on the arrest of former NFL player Richie Incognito in Scottsdale. And Craig, this fills in more of the picture here.
It does, Stephen. We know Incognito's dad passed away recently, and he allegedly threatened to shoot employees at a funeral home. Here's a 911 call made by workers there.
We have somebody that we're very afraid of right now. He made a gesture and said he was going to kill somebody here, and he tells us he has guns in the truck.
He faces the possibility of jail time if he's convicted on the charges he's facing.
All right, we're on hurricane watch right now as Lane passes off the coast of Hawaii, but Amber, it's still doing damage.
Yeah, it's still a big issue. The Maui airport losing power tonight. They're running on generators. People in the area told to fill bathtubs with water in case the supply gets disrupted. We caught up with a Valley woman on vacation in Hawaii right now.
It's like a waiting game is the stressful part. You don't know. Nobody seems to know when it's the exact time it's going to hit. So they're saying just listen for the sirens.
Many flights leaving Maui tomorrow have already been canceled. We'll keep you updated.
New tonight in Democracy 2018, if the numbers don't lie, we'll be seeing a lot of interest in this year's midterm elections. So far, our state has already exceeded its early ballot totals from 2014 and 2016, and thousands more will arrive by Election Day. Also, 22% of voters have never cast a ballot in a state primary. About 1 million people expected to vote in this one. More than 2/3 have already mailed in their ballot.
Only on ABC15, up in smoke, the making of marijuana leading to a whole new danger for our local firefighters.
Knock, knock. Who's there? A naked creep peering into windows, putting neighbors on edge.
You'll never know what's lurking in the desert. One man's late night running with a tarantula.